dibbling and dibbling and dibbling. Hey Puzzy Buddies, welcome back to my channel, and a big welcome and hi hello to all 600 of you. What? That is crazy. Y'all know in last week's video, which was my Nationals Championship and Convention recap video, I was asking y'all to help me get to 500 subscribers, and now we're at 600. That's nuts. I am so grateful, you guys. I'm very, very grateful. Thank you guys so much for being here, for subscribing, and yeah, let's get into this video. So I picked out the puzzle for this week, like in anticipation of celebrating 500 subscribers. And I wanted to pick this one out because y'all know, if you've been here, that this is a brand that I've really been wanting to try. And I was able to get my hands on one. So it felt like a good pick for my like big 500 subscriber video. But now this is my big 600 subscriber video. So either way, I'm happy with what we're working with today. So this is from Unified Pieces. This is Mushi Muschi, and the artist is Felicia Ann. Y'all know I posted a video some months ago doing like a window shopping of the Unified Pieces website. And so I was able to actually meet the owner of this company, who is Meezy, at the convention. And it was so cool being able to purchase this from him himself. It just was awesome. I do remember kind of feeling bad when I was going to the convention because I got this on Saturday and my sister's birthday was on that Saturday. And so I kind of felt bad being there instead of being with her. But also I got to buy this puzzle from Meezy, And so I feel like maybe that kind of makes up for it. But either way, let's all say happy belated birthday to my sister, and maybe she'll be okay with it. But anywho's, I went ahead and pulled this one out of the plastic. It was wrapped in like cellophane. And if you want to see my like real time reaction and hear my thoughts on it, you can see on my TikTok and Instagram. I posted it both of those places. And let's just say I was impressed. Okay. I like, as soon as you open it, you can feel that this is a puzzle that was made with intention. You can feel the quality. So I was pretty happy just already getting started. And on the box, it does tell you a little bit about the artist who designed this image. And then also it lets us know that most of the materials are made from like recycled paper, and also that the company does support organizations with the money that comes from the puzzles. So Unified Pieces is a Black-owned brand. It's a smaller company. They support like real local artists and also some charitable organizations. So all around, your money is going to good use when you make a purchase. So like I was saying, I was really impressed with honestly just everything as I was unboxing it. The box is one of those like magnetic closure type boxes. And then on the inside, it does have a really nice like felt-ish, some sort of material sack that the pieces come in. And it has a zipper. Hello, zipper. Love that. And then you get like a full size poster, and you get a nice card that also has like those flaps on the back that kind of stand up so you can prop the picture up. So you get a lot of options to be able to see the image, display the image if you want to display it as artwork. That's really nice. I pulled the puzzle out of the box and I dumped the pieces out and I did a full flip. You guys didn't miss much. I thought I was recording, but apparently I wasn't. I don't know. My camera's been weird lately, but y'all didn't miss anything. I just pulled the pieces out and I did a full flip in front of me. Now, I started recording this literally like a day or two after Nationals, and so I was feeling a little bit tired, a little bit worn out, and I feel like you can tell that especially in like the first half of this video, because I'm watching this and I'm like, what was I doing? Like, I'm puzzling, but like clearly I didn't have a plan or anything, and I didn't really want to, like, I wasn't speed puzzling, and I didn't want to do this one too structured or anything. I really just wanted to have fun with it, but it was very clear to me that I was a little bit tired when I was doing this because I'm just doing anything. But I decided to work on the orange pieces first because orange is my least favorite color. And so I wanted to kind of do it to get out of the way. But I think my brain wasn't quite, things weren't calculating. So I kind of gave up on the orange. And so I went to the border instead. The border came together pretty easily. I didn't really sort per se. I was really just kind of like picking pieces out of this big pile in front of me. That was kind of all the sorting that I really did. And then after that, I decided to work on the like silvery pieces where the like mushroom spores, I don't know, but like where the little like the silvery bits where like the mushrooms and things were, I decided to try to pull those out, and I was making some good progress. And then after that, I decided to work on her face, and then from there, I just kind of went with whatever. If you've been here a while, or if you're going back and watching some of my older videos, you would have seen that I did a video about a puzzle that I got from Minty Fizz a while back. And that one at the time I was like in love with. And don't get me wrong, I still really, really love that puzzle. In fact, at the time I had rented it from completing the puzzle, and I did go back and purchase it myself. That I plan on doing it again one day. But this one I think is my new favorite. Not I think. This is my new favorite puzzle. The quality, the image, the everything, it was amazing, and I'm literally so happy that I was able to get my hands on it. And I'm especially glad that it comes with like so many different options for the print itself, like seeing the actual artwork, because I do think I'm going to take the poster and I'm going to put it on my wall of like artwork. I actually just over here looking at this reminds me, okay, mild tangent. Y'all have seen me feature a puzzle from one of my favorite artists. Her name is Geneva Bowers, GDB. And I had a print of hers. It was this beautiful, beautiful sunflower print that she doesn't, I don't think she makes it anymore. And I had seen her at MomoCon one year, and I got her to sign it for me. And that was like my prized possession. But this was years ago. And so I had it up in my room at my mom's house. And I left it there when I moved out, when I got married. And one day I just asked my mom about it because she redecorated, and she redecorated my old room, and I like didn't think anything of it. So I asked her where that print was, and she has no clue where it is. My signed print from Geneva Bowers. She doesn't know where. She has no clue where it is right now. I'm heartbroken. I'm not still salty about it at all. I have forgiven my mother, but I feel like it looks so pretty, especially next to this one. Moving on. What else can I tell you guys about other than, like, I don't want to just sit here for the next 5 minutes just gushing and gushing and gushing about how much I love this puzzle. What else can I tell you guys? Oh my goodness. Okay, yesterday was April Fool's, and I like forgot that that was a holiday, which is funny because usually I'm always doing something to my husband on April Fool's Day, but I completely forgot about it for the most part. And so I was scrolling through Instagram, and a post from Speed Puzzle, the account that is for the European Jigsaw Jam, they had posted a video. And so I was watching it, and it's Michelle Casper talking, and she introduced it as like new rules for the EJJ. And so I watched it because I do hope to maybe one day be able to sign up for one of those competitions. They're online speed puzzling competitions. So it's like, oh, okay, a video about new rules. Let me tune in so I can know in case something comes up in the future. And so she was talking about some stuff, and I was like, okay. And then I think she kind of mostly started off with saying that now they had some people who were, because it's technically called a European Jigsaw Jam, but there are like people from all over the world who would participate. And also she was saying that like they were going to have a participant from Antarctica. And like that may ring alarm bells, but I was thinking like there are scientists and people who go to Antarctica. So like maybe someone ordered one to their station, their lab space. I'm like, okay, sure. And then she said also someone from the like International Space Station was going to be participating. And so again, in my head, I'm like, whoa, that's really cool. That's really cool. That sort of like endorsement, that sort of, exposure that could be really, really big for them. I'm thinking that's awesome. And so she said that instead of the European Jigsaw Jam, is going to be like the intergalactic Jigsaw Jam. And still at this point, it was not dawning on me that this was not real. And then she went on to say like some new rules for different divisions. I don't even remember at what point it finally dawned on me that this probably isn't real. But let's just say she got me. Okay. I was way too far into that video before I was like, wait a minute, this don't sound right. Yeah. Finally, I like looked at the comments and people like joking, and I was like, oh, this is an April Fool's joke. So if you're wondering if anyone's falling for these like really silly little like joke videos, joke posts on Instagram, it's me. Apparently, I'm the gullible one. But anywho's, we're wrapping up on this puzzle, and I, like I've mentioned, had a really, really great experience with this. I also really like this image in particular because it has like a good duality of options when you're puzzling. So like you have the very kind of like simplistic, in a sense, solid colored background. Well, it's not solid colored, but like you get what I mean. Like the background is very just kind of like straightforward. You have these kind of like blobs of colors, and then you have the middle part, like the main image that has all these different details. Like it's detailed without being like super, super crazy. Like you can pick up a piece and pretty much know at least generally what it belongs to, even though it is mostly symmetrical. I never really was like too confused as to where something goes. Once you start putting pieces in, you can kind of figure out where things are. Like it wasn't bad. Also, the pieces and even the box itself are like that soft matte sort of texture, which feels really nice when you're working. There was no glare. Y'all know usually when I'm puzzling, I puzzle at night, and so like my overhead lights, and then I have like ring lights and things. And so sometimes when the pieces are shiny, like I can't really see what I'm doing. But I literally never had that problem working on this puzzle, so that was really nice. Also, this is a grid cut, but it's like that wonky grid cut. And so I never had any false fits. There was a time or two where like I had a piece in the wrong place, but it was the kind of thing where like you look at it and you go, oh, this literally does not go here. Like I don't know why I even put that piece there. So it's never really like false fits. It was just once or twice where just I literally put a piece where it had no business going. Overall, if it wasn't obvious, I had a really great experience with this puzzle. I'm super excited to do the other one that I purchased from Meezy this past weekend. I bought a 1,000 piece puzzle, so I'm curious to see like what the difference will be between like the piece cut and all that kind of stuff. But I'm so looking forward to it. I'm really happy with this puzzle. Honestly, I had a great week. Okay, first of all, we hit 500 and then 600 subscribers. I did a really awesome puzzle. I also made this upside down banana bread cake, and it turned out delicious. Okay, y'all know I've been getting into baking. Have I mentioned that here? Maybe I haven't. I've been kind of baking, dibbling and dabbling. I've been dibbling and dabbling in baking, and so I made that this week, and it was delectable. So I've been having a pretty good week. So that's what I have for you for this video. I do kind of have my next video planned. Here's the thing. I knew I wanted to do for this 500 subscriber video, but then I had a plan for there's a number in the 600s that I want to hit because I have a specific puzzle that I want to do for that subscriber number. And in my head, I had at least a couple weeks until I would have to do that puzzle for that video. But it seems as though I might need that puzzle for next week, if not maybe the next week after that. So I need to start that like literally now because I know that puzzle is going to take me some time. So tune in the next week or two because once we hit that number, I will have that video posted. So hopefully I can finish the puzzle before then or like right around then. I need to start on that puzzle is what I'm trying to say. But like I said, that's all for this week. Tune in next week for whatever I'm going to post. Again, thank you all so much for 600 subscribers. Keep subscribing, keep liking, keep commenting. I do try to respond to all my comments. It might not be immediately, it might be a couple days later, but I do try to get to all my comments. Follow me on TikTok and Instagram. On TikTok, you can see some like funny, like more meme-like content. And then on my Instagram, you'll be able to see some beautiful images of this puzzle. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what puzzle you're working on right now. And I will see you in my next video.